Okay, Austin area motocross scene here in the Wills One Militia tent. Houston Supercross Futures. I'm here with women's racer Bailey Williams. Now Bailey, number 25, right? Number 25. Actually, she was so excited to talk to us. She came right off after the race and came right over here. Like you're not even breathing heavy. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
All right, let's back up a little bit. For those who don't know you, where are you at? Where do you normally ride? Where can we see you?
Cycle Ranch or like usually Three Palms.
Okay, so Houston, San Antonio. Name some big races that you've competed in.
In 2013, I went to Amazon Arena Cross, right? Oh, whatever.
Go.
And
District 20.
District 20.
Hang on a second. Hang on. We don't want to miss a moment of this. Hang on a second. Okay, go ahead.
District 20 championship at Oak Hill. And then there was Moto Games in Conroe at Three Palms. White Knuckle. I run like 5 classes there. So.
Wow. Okay, so today you're running just the women's class. What other classes do you ride besides women's?
Girls and women's. Big bike beginner. Open amateur. And open 85.
So you're racing with the girls and then sometimes the boys. Yes. All right. So everyone out there knows I'm a huge fan of the ladies racing. My daughter raced since she was very young. Back in a time when girls weren't allowed to race. Can you even imagine a time like that? They weren't even allowed. It was a good old boys club. Girls ain't welcome. It's not like that anymore. Or do you think it still is a little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit. The boys are kind of like, hey, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, that brings me to a good point. Why, out of all that you could do sports-wise, why pick one of the most dangerous sports in the world to compete in?
Because I think all boys and girls should be able to do what they want, and girls shouldn't have to not do what they want because boys won't let them.
All right, I get that. Now you sound like right off of like political. I get that. We'll come back to that. Do you love the sport though? Like, is it like I just want to prove those boys wrong, or do you really dig this thing?
I love this sport. I've done it for like 9 years, and I don't know. I just don't want to give up, and I don't want other girls to give up.
Yeah, and to be realistic, it still really is a boys. And I think one of the reasons that it probably is still more of a boys sport, and it will be for a while, is the danger involved. Not many parents want to see their beautiful little girls get hurt. Okay? Have you ever been hurt?
Not majorly, but like a buckle fractured my wrist 6 months ago? A year ago. Like, and that's basically all.
Yeah, so thank goodness. Yeah, nothing serious. Do you play any other sports, anything else? But this is it?
This is it.
This is it. Well, it's a full-time thing, especially when you're going after, Supercross Futures and that kind of stuff. Okay, so coming here today, obviously you don't race Supercross every weekend.
Not yet.
Okay. Coming here today, what was your first thoughts when you walked down that tunnel for the track walk, and you walked into that Coliseum of 70,000 people. Tell us what you thought.
I said, I can do this. I'm not giving up. Nobody's going to take it from me, and I got this.
Makes you a little nervous?
Sometimes.
Yeah. When you walked the track, when you walked it, then did you watch Supercross last night with the pros? Okay. When you walk the track today, it's a little different when you're on top of the jumps versus watching it or TV or even in the stands. Tell us your thinking, like when you're walking over these obstacles out there in that gladiator arena.
I'm like, sometimes I'm like, how do they do this? And I'm like, I'm gonna do this sometimes.
Yeah. What? Now you've been out there for a practice and one moto. Tell us how your race went and what issues or where you're having problems out there.
It's mostly like the finish line and then like the doubles.
Okay, so the catapult finish line is pretty big. Now just to let everybody know out there in the world, the triple last night, they cut it back to just a double. So this is just the double part of the triple they were doing last night with no problem, like no worries. But when you come up to that finish line, you're like, no.
I get scared and then I get really like anxiety and I'm like, I can't do this, I can't do this. And then I go to my mom and we just sit down and talk about it and like, you can do this and all kinds of other.
It's a tricky thing, okay? For somebody who's never raced the sport, I see them sometimes talking to their children, whatever, like, go out there, do that 90-foot jump. They've never tried a 90-foot jump. Yeah, they're like, just go do it. And I'm like, hey, here's my bike, right? Here's my bike. You can have my helmet. Go out there and do it since it's so easy. And they're like, mind your own business. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll mind my own business. Hey, but there's nothing wrong. When you're ready, you're ready. And when you launch it, you're going to launch it, right?
Mm-hmm. Like, whenever you're ready, you'll just do it. Or even if you're not ready, you'll just do it. Like at Sucker Ranch. Horsepower Hill. I didn't want to do that. And I went up it and just went and did it. I didn't even want to do it.
Horsepower Hill. Yeah, well, listen. Is there any greater euphoria, triumph, when you overcome fear? Something maybe your brain's like, you shouldn't be doing that, and then you do it, and you're like, oh, that was sweet.
Sometimes I'm like, why shouldn't I have done that before?
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I've been racing for a long time, 53 broken bones. There's still tons jumps I come up to, and I look at that jump. I'll look at that jump for 6 months. I've done some huge jumps. 6 months I'll look at that jump, and then I finally launch it. I'm like, why? What was the big deal? But it's just, one of those things. Okay, so how did you finish?
I think I got 8th.
Okay, so these are heat races to get into the main. What did you have to finish to get into the main?
We all qualified.
Okay, good. Well, that's good. Now, what did you learn that you think that you could make adjustments in that final race to better your spots?
The doubles. I can do the doubles. Yeah, and a better start.
And a better start, yes. Tell us about the start, because last night there was all H breaking loose in the pros on the start. What is it sketchy?
Yes, very.
Yeah. What makes it sketchy as far as you personally being there?
It's slick, and there's no berm to go on. And
Now, did you go inside or outside?
it depends on what corners.
No, I mean on the start. Did you go inside or did you come outside to hit that first rhythm?
I took the outside.
Gonna try that again in the main?
I'm gonna take the inside.
Okay, good. All right. Well, listen. Who would you like to thank for having you at this monumental event here in Houston, H-Town? Who would you like to thank?
Shackle Shack North, Powerhouse, Core Graphics, B&H Snack Shack, FCA, Mom and Dad.
We got to work on that with you. You need to rattle those things off. If you gotta have somebody tell you mom and dad, it's probably not, you're not thankful you're a mom and dad. I'm just saying, just joking with you. Listen, I know you're a little camera shy. Okay. How soon do you think you're gonna be up again? Couple hours, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do in the meantime? Are you gonna take a nap? Are you gonna watch TV? Are you gonna run around the pits? What are you gonna do?
I'll probably go in and watch with my family in the stands.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Watch. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm out here interviewing nice folks like you. Yeah, VIP racer Bailey Williams, number 25 women's class. Go kick some ass, girl. Thanks for stopping by.